Hello everybody, this is Amy and Jai. How is everybody doing? I really hope that you're all coping with all the challenges we still have in our life. And I'd like to share something today about the flooding in Australia, and also Ashtar will come in and give some comments. Because this is not only happening to us here, it's happening worldwide, and there's a reason behind it. And I think it's really time to keep an eye on that and to be aware. As some of you might know, I live in New South Wales, Australia, Byron Bay, and we are very famous for being conscious and awakened people in Australia and also worldwide. As we're living in the southern hemisphere, we have summer from December till February. And this summer has been so wet. It was raining. But we didn't have really bad flooding until the end of February. There was a night and I could feel something was wrong. It had been raining already the whole Sunday during the day. And then in this night from Sunday till Monday, it kept raining and the energies were so strange. I have ponies and they were outside, of course, and I was worried about them as well. But I could also feel there was something bigger behind it. And then on Monday, when I checked in the morning the social media, if the streets are free, if there's no flooding, I got really a shock. Because our whole area, our little paradise, was underwater. Everything got flooded. The roads, the fields, the whole town. We have a very nice little town here close to Byron Bay. It was completely underwater. Water was already standing in the shops and, of course, in the houses. And it got really dramatic because people had to climb on the roofs of their houses not to drown. Our area is very special. So what people did straight away, they jumped in their cars, took their boats and went to the areas and just saved others. And it was so amazing. They saved people, pets, and really did such a great job. There was no help from the government or anything else. It was just us doing what we could. The nightmare left everything covered in mud. I have never seen so much devastation in my life, and there are areas that are still underwater. And if you see the houses, I mean, we live in a warm area, so mold is getting in straight away. People even had to rip out the walls to prevent the houses getting moldy. So some people live in ruins at the moment. And it's not only the people and the houses and the cars and the roads, it's also the animal kingdom that has been hit so badly. So many animals lost. Dogs, cats, birds, but also the big ones, horses, cows, just washed away. There was one cow that had to swim 150 kilometers in a river. But it survived. Many others didn't. And this created so much sadness and devastation. It's really heartbreaking to experience this. But on the other side, there's so much love in this area. There were rescue pages straight away on the internet for all the animals. People from all Australia came to help, sending food for the big ones, rugs for the horses, gear. People opened little hospitals for the big animals, mainly the horses, on their properties, to help other people out, to give them space so they could fix their houses and their fences and their properties. Disasters make people come together and they show what's going on in your area. I'm very, very grateful, and I feel blessed to live in an area like this, where people really step in. No matter what, they just help. There's so much love and kindness. People who had probably never done that before organized everything. We have a community hall here, and it was full of donation within one day. And they organized help for everybody, so we could connect, and then they sent people to the houses where help was needed. And there were also areas where we had very, very bad landslides. Whole houses went down the hill, and we also lost some members of our community, which is very, very sad. And it would have been so much more if the community hadn't stood up straight away. So we organized help for the people who were cut off. People took very dangerous hikes to bring them food and other supplies, medication and whatever they needed. And the community even raised money for private helicopters to drop off supplies and to rescue people. It took over a week before government help kicked in. And I have to say, people are grateful for some things, but other things were not so helpful. There was an interview yesterday with a lady who is still in an area after 3 weeks, who's cut off. The road is gone. She lives in a steep, hilly area, and she said, I don't know when we will be able to get out with our cars again. And she said, and this was really funny, the army is a bit behind. They have to upgrade so they are possible to help in disasters. I'm pretty sure this was an elderly lady already, but she was so up to date, and she said, I'm not leaving my community, I stay here to help. You can probably already sense this is really touching for me still after some weeks to talk about it. And I've never been so close to a disaster. So I was, of course, diving into that. I wanted to know what's behind it and what's the meaning of it. I could feel this disaster was not a natural one. Most of you who are watching this video are already aware that we are in a big change and that it's so important that we hold our line and stand our ground. Australia has been a paradise for me since I came here. And now I realize we have to defend this paradise. There are new laws that make it really difficult for people to stay in the area where they are. Because there are plans behind it. They want to change the land, they want to build smart cities, controlled areas, and all of this. But in our area here we have so many people that are aware that they are the guardians of the land. And they will stay. They're not going away, whatever happens to them. They will only leave if they are dead. And this is something very, very beautiful. And I think this is also something needed. And I'm telling you this story because I know it's not only happening here. It's happening worldwide. It's a pretty common technique and tactic to make people lose everything so you can control them. And now it's time for Ashtar to step in and let us know how he sees the whole thing. Dear ones, you are so welcome. What my channel said before is right. There are dark forces all over the world who want to control humanity on all levels. And they also want to control your planet. It's not only the land, it's also the water and the skies. We have been watching this with concern. But we also know that there are so many light workers and warriors that this will come to a good end. These forces won't win. But they will give you challenges. And it's up to you how you respond. It's so important to stay centered, to stay in your heart, and to stay connected to your soul's light and to your life purpose, your mission. You came here to support Gaia to ascend into 5D, and you knew before it wouldn't be easy. But this is also an awesome opportunity to grow into your full strength, into your full potential, to open your heart and to let your soul sing its own melody. This is the time for people to come together in communities to support each other, as described before in this video. This is the way how you do it. And yes, some people might lose their belongings, but be assured you can use that for the greater good. Let old things go and open up to the new. See it as a new beginning. Also, you didn't choose it that way. But as a human, you have the ability to make the best of every situation. And this is exactly what is needed right now. So if they destroy something of yours, take it as an opportunity to create something better, more loving, and of higher vibration. And you will see this journey will speed up. 2022 is a very tough year. It just began. With the war, the flooding, fires, and of course this narrative about a strange disease. Trust your intuition, your spiritual guides, and you will know what is true and what has been made up. And still enjoy co-creating New Earth. We will be with you. We have your back. And we will welcome you very soon in a higher dimension. Yeah, I don't have to add too much to this message. I just like to say, we are so many now worldwide, and we keep growing. Let's be there for everybody who is awakening, so we hold each other's hands and walk together. So much love.